for that to indicate to me that I was live. So sorry for the long pause. Um, so, for those of you tuning in for the first time, this is Rebecca with Red True Crime, and I am basically doing a brief little live about, oh God, just too many missing. Yeah, way too many missing. Um, those of you who follow me on my YouTube channel, Red True Crime, or follow me on here, know I do missing people cases, and sometimes old murder cases or old missing people cases, or something with crime. And I get people who send me stuff. Why don't you cover this case? Have you heard about this person, that person? I get that a lot, and I keep getting more local missing people, and it's what the heck is going on in Greensboro and Winston and High Point? Because all these people are just, it's like they're falling into a black hole. And what is going on? Because I mean, I'm trying to figure this out. Um, like this newest one was a gentleman out of Winston. What is his name? T.K. Burton. Yeah, like he's been missing since Monday, and they don't know where he is. It's very peculiar. I mean, he doesn't seem like a guy that would just randomly leave. He's 30 years old, weighs about 225 pounds, and I'm sorry, he was last seen in Winston on July 29th. So no one knows where he was going, and it's very, very bizarre. But his actual name is Thomas Kilpatrick Burton. So that is his name. Then there was another case out of High Point. I think her name is Michaela. Let me make sure I have that name correctly. Yeah, Michaela Wilson. I mean, she's a child. I think she's like 15 years old. And it's just crazy that these people are missing like this. And the question is why? And why is nobody willing to say anything about this or do anything about this? I don't understand this. I mean, how does a 15-year-old just disappear? I mean, I guess the question is, it's possible for anybody to disappear, but she's 15 and she's in High Point. Now, I gotta believe with someone being that young, one of two things has happened. Either they got in with the wrong crowd, or they have decided they're more grown than what they actually are, and they've decided to run off or go hang out with people. Any of that is possible. It really is. And it's just so upsetting. Because like I said, I get these flyers all the time from people. And I'm glad that some of the ones I've reported on, they've been found. I'm really happy about that, because at the end of the day, that's what we're trying to do. Keep names out there, keep it relevant. So people are looking and keeping their eyes open and assisting. We don't need drama, but we need people looking. Like Marissa. We're going into, let's see, January 14th, 8 months. What is going on here? And why is there no new leads? Why is no one talking about her? I don't understand. I don't understand how any of this is even possible. And you keep hearing the same story over and over again, that cops are understaffed, underworked, we don't have any money, blah, blah, blah. I mean, so who's to blame? Who is to blame? Because when Marissa went missing, the group I was in, we were all looking at all these other missing people cases, like Elizabeth Jacobs and Nadia Black. And I mean, these are all local Greensboro cases. And I think we came up with like 17 people have gone missing just from the Greensboro High Point area in the last like year. That's way too darn many. Hi, Christina. I'm just talking about missing people in general from the area. Because like I said, Marissa, you've got her, you have this Michaela Wilson, you have now this TK Burton who just went missing. I mean, It's insane. I mean, it's way too many, and I don't understand why more is not being done. And in my personal opinion, you have like 17 people go missing in a year in a small area. I mean, Greensboro isn't, it's big, but it's not that big. I mean, it's not like Charlotte. It's not like New York. It's not like Boston. Heck, it's not even Cincinnati, where I'm from. So, why is the FBI not involved? Or at least the SBI, the State Bureau of Investigations. Why are they not involved giving GPD help? I don't understand any of that. I mean, are we dealing with egos here? Are we dealing with people who just don't like asking for help? Why is the mayor not doing more about this? It's just too many missing. And I know some of you have been waiting on me to do my deep dive on Marissa Carmichael's full case, like start to where we are now and my theory about what's going on. And let me tell you, over the last 6-7 months compiling information, I have a lot of files. Did you know that if you're in group chats and whatnot, or really anything, you can actually download the entire chat system for a time frame, and it's for free, and you get everything like photos, gifs, messages, audio files, all of it. Anything that's been shared in a messenger chat or back and forth to another person for a certain time frame, you get all of that. It takes them a couple of days. It took them 3 days to download mine, and I have a lot of information to go through. So I've been trying to get it together, try to do this PowerPoint to get this out there to everybody, because I know at the end of the day you guys want to see this, and I want to give this to you. I really do. And I want to tell the people who've been saying show the receipts, show the receipts, show the receipts. Okay, I'm going to show the receipts. Now, let me be clear. When I release this, there are some things I have received from people that, in my opinion, should not be shown for public consumption. It's very graphic, almost pornographic videos I have gotten that Marissa is in. And that is something I will not release to the public. I will not. I'm not going to put it in a video for you all to see. It's just, I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I'm just not going to do that. I know people have been on me about, why are you disparaging her name? Why are you talking ill about her? And I'm not doing any of that. I'm just speaking the facts as they appear to me. You know, I'm going through the case files, court rulings, you know. Her kids were taken away from her family, her and her family, for a reason. I mean, it wasn't like they were taken after she went missing. They were already in foster care for a few months before she went missing. You know, the reason for that, you know, we've heard speculation. We've heard a few different stories about why it happened. To, you know, Smoke beat the youngest one with no arms and broke his hip. We've heard that Marissa was neglecting them. We have heard that the housing situation they were living in was deplorable, and social services felt they were it was not good enough for those kids. I mean, we've heard so many different variations as to why they were taken. So, but the point is, they were taken. So, because we don't know why exactly they were taken publicly, we don't know why. I'm sure, you know, I'm sure Sarah knows why. Because we don't know why they were, you know, taken, we have to speculate from that could that have been a motive for why she went missing. You know, I was told that Smoke, the father of the youngest four, is involved in the Pyro Gang. And who's to say Marissa saw something that she shouldn't have seen, and she was removed or taken out of the equation because of that. That's another theory. I don't know. But when I was on that podcast, Nothing But the Truth, let's see, not this past Monday, but the Monday before, Daniel Blackwell went out of his way to show how upset and mad he was at me. He made it clear, I don't like you. Okay, I can take that. You know, I may not be everybody's cup of tea, you know, but he made that clear. He's like, I'm Team Carmichael. Okay, you can be Team Carmichael. Fantastic. And I actually got him to admit that he had not done any real research on this case. Because my thing is, when I was on board in the beginning, I felt sorry for Sarah. I did. And I listened to her and I got, she gave me some files and whatnot. That's whatever. But the more I looked into this, the more it was evident that Marissa did not have an easy life. And her mother was part of that. I hate to say that about any woman, but that is where we're at. So everybody can be Team Carmichael all they want. All they want. But once I release the video on Marissa from start to finish, with all the receipts, with all the videos, with all the messages, with everything that I feel is relevant to the case, you very well could change your mind and not be Team Carmichael. Again, I'm going to state this. It doesn't matter what Marissa did for money. It doesn't matter who Marissa slept with because she wanted to. None of that matters about her. Because at the end of the day, she needs to be found. She needs to be returned to her children and her family. And those responsible need to be punished. Because no one deserves to go missing and never found. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you've done. You deserve to have your life. I mean, I'm anti-death penalty. I really am. I don't think we learn anything by killing someone. But I also see the argument of, well, my loved one did not live, so why did they get to live? Why did they get to have a life? There's an argument for both sides of this. But I don't think you solve anything by killing somebody else. I think you can learn their behavior and be on the lookout for other people who are going to act that way and could end up down the same road. I don't know. So, like I said, I feel bad for Marissa's kids. I know they miss her. That's mom. They want her back. And I want to give her back to them. But nobody is talking. Nobody is talking. And I know I think somebody's know what happened and know where she is. And the sooner someone steps forward and admits what they know, and the sooner we can find her, the sooner this will end. And there'll be closure, and then people will be able to move on with their lives. Because this is nerve-wracking. It really is. And the truth is going to come out eventually. Even if this case goes cold, those of you that are involved in this are always going to be looking over your shoulder. Because one of these days there's going to be a knock at your door, and it's not going to be who you want to see. It's going to be the police. Because the truth always will come out. It could take 10, 20 years, but it'll eventually come out. You know why it's going to come out? People like me. I'm not saying me, I'm saying people like me who talk about these cases, who keep the name relevant, to keep the name out there for people to never forget, because this is how you bring justice for those who can't speak for themselves. You speak on them, about them, and for them, because they can't. So, I speak for Marissa. Or as best as I can. I didn't know Marissa. And I'm sure some of her friends and family are going to take offense to the fact that I say I speak for Marissa, and I can understand why. Because I didn't know her. So let me change that statement. I speak as I hope Marissa would want me to speak. I speak for her children. Someone needs to find her. Because there are too many women, too many people of color, and too many people with high-risk lifestyles that are missing, and there are no answers as to where they are. So I implore anyone who knows any information about Mr. The guy that just went missing, TK, let me find it again. Sorry, y'all. I am not organized tonight. Thomas Burton. Anybody who knows where Thomas Burton is, say something. Anybody who knows where Michaela Wilson is, say something. These are the more recent ones. Marissa, same thing. Say something. You could give this information anonymously to the police, and this would not come back and bite you in the butt. But have a heart. Have a conscience. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Deborah just commented, "You're the voice for all the Marissas that are unable to speak." I thank you again for that. Come on, guys. I mean, do something good for a change. You may have done crap in your life, but do the one good thing and speak out and let people know where Marissa is, or where Thomas Burton is, or where Michaela Wilson is. These people need to come home. Their families miss them. And the holidays are just around the corner, and that makes it hard for everybody. So, everybody who, Michaela, if you're out there and you hear this, your family's looking for you. Go home. Thomas Burton Jr., if you are out there and you hear this, your wife is looking for you. You need to go home. And Marissa, oh, poor Marissa. If you hear this, which I pray to God you are somewhere where you could hear this, you need to get home to your babies. And if you're unable to come home, Marissa, whoever puts you in that position, hear me. Give someone the information so she can come home. No matter what form she is in, she needs to come home. Because seeing the names of the missing just pop up new ones all the time is emotionally draining. It really is. And then having people threaten me and other people because they don't want us to find the truth, that gets old really quick too. So, well, I've droned on long enough. It is Thursday night and I am tired. It's been a long day. I've been soaked twice. Gotta love hurricane weather. But to everybody out there, be weird, be safe. Thank you for tuning in. Spread the word about Michaela Wilson and Thomas Burton. And of course, Marissa Carmichael. Just spread the word, everybody. So this is Rebecca with Red True Crime. I am out. Thank you again for tuning in. Go to my YouTube channel, Red True Crime, and subscribe, like, share, comment, criticize, whatever you want to do. But again, thank you again for tuning in and for the support. I appreciate it. And be safe and stay dry. Bye.